Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Virgo. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading. That means it may or it may not resonate with you. Virgo. So there's this person. Now this person could be you, could be them. You'll know who's who. So this person, um, I feel like this person has triggers. And I feel like you're probably not with this person right now because of something they believe happened. Um, I feel like their their perception of things is not uh, maybe not realistic. It's like a storm in a teacup where they have imagined the worst from a little thing. Um, and I feel like this person is very impulsive. They would have reacted swiftly and probably painfully. Like they could have said something in parting because when they're hurting, they want you to hurt too, this person. Okay? So they'd have said something. But I mean, so they reacted badly and then they withdrew and now they're in this situation in the reverse and feeling very down, very moody, and he knows that and I say he because it's a king, but I mean he knows that he acted badly. He wasn't fair with the other person. I mean, he knows this about himself, but it's like he can't control his feelings in the moment. So right now he's got a bit of a guilty conscience. So he will need to learn to control his feelings. He needs to, how would I say that? He has triggers and reacts very quickly and badly, like in the heat of the moment. He just boom and doesn't really think about it. Um, he needs to find out what exactly triggered him and why. So, because he has to kind of try to control that, okay? Find an easier way to live with this problem, so it's not affecting him so badly or affecting his relationships that he has because this would extend outward to other relationships, friendships, family, any kind of a connection that he would share with someone. You see, he's very frustrated. He has the mice. That's things that, pile up. So maybe he's not very open with his feelings and lets things pile up until they explode. That's a possibility. And so this is a card of secrets. Maybe he felt you were keeping secrets from him, if it goes that way. Or, okay, let me say, maybe this king feels like the other person was keeping secrets because I'm not sure which way this is going. And but um, this king has the boot. Now the boot could be that he gave somebody the boot or somebody gave him the boot. It could also mean other things like in relationships, it can indicate that somebody needs to put more effort into the relationship to get a better result or better outcome. It can also indicate needing to put their best foot forward now and try to work this out to make things right. Also, putting effort into healing whatever caused this reaction in them, So self-reflection is needed first. And then once they've done that and they are, a little more at peace with themselves, then um, they need to make this right with the other person. But their first duty is to themselves here. Okay, they're carrying pain. Okay, so this pain that never healed probably caused trust issues. It causes them to see things more than likely that may not really be there, or twist things. Um, okay, so and these things may, from what I see, they may feel unloved. Okay, or yeah, the things that are eating at them, causing them all of these frustrations, may also be telling them or making them believe that they're not loved. It's the feeling that these things create within them. So it's very important that they take a look at it, because it's just not so. Um, so what we have is judgment here in the reverse, and so that's a decision that's pending. You see, because they're in this reverse position, feeling, it's like woe is me energy, and they are trying to resist their heart. And what is their heart telling them? Their heart's telling them, go and make this right. They're sitting on justice. They're sitting on the olive branch. Look at that. They're sitting on the olive branch. There's regret for the way they reacted. This is the Knight of Swords energy, but it's in the reverse. So there's regret over what they did, how they reacted to something you may have said or done. They're looking at that. They don't want to fight anymore, but they do have a huge ego. They do have a huge ego. And they're going back and forth and back and forth. Oh, should I do this? Should I go back right now? So, yeah, so we see that there's a conflict and there is a decision on somebody whom they have romantic feelings for. Okay, yeah, look at that. Oh, Emperor in the reverse and the Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so, oh yeah, Emperor in the reverse, he definitely blew a fuse. Okay, so he blew a fuse and now regrets it, but can't control himself in the heat of the moment. He just can't control himself, and he just doesn't know what comes over him. It's behind him, the answer to that question. What comes over him? So self-reflection is needed here, reflecting on the past, going over their journey, okay, to find out why this happened and why they're in the position that they are in, so that they would know how to fix it. Um, I see that the wish card is here as well. Yeah, and insecurities as well. Those insecurities coming from the same area. Um, but, well, they could feel like now, after what they've done, that maybe what they desire is out of reach with distant horizons. But this can also be them wishing for a reconciliation, wishing to be able to make this right. Okay, something is broken and they're not sure that they can put it back together again. There's the conflict with the cannon here. This can also be something that shoots out of the past, which could, yeah, something that's being brought to your attention. Okay. Oh, I like this card. I'm happy to see it next, and it is the telephone and the lantern over here as well. So nice. So they're thinking about this, and eventually we know with the phone and the lantern. Oh my gosh, look at this. The ring as well. So, oh God, a butterfly. Oh, so yeah, we know that there will be a phone call. That phone call does shed light on this, and it will transform this relationship. Okay, it will transform the situation. They're thinking. The pipe is next. Cute. All right. So, yeah. So, from this situation, something has been brought to the attention. Um, and I feel like it's been brought to the attention of both people. Like something's being pointed out here. It's causing a lot of heartbreak in this relationship. There it is there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. There's the Emperor again. Okay. So, yeah. And he's standing and he wants to talk. He's got his hand on the hilt of the sword, but it is sheathed, so he does not want to fight. Um, he's hurting. He could be feeling a guilty conscience here, especially here, because this is the same king. He's at the heart and he's here. So here he's in the reverse, but here he's back in the upright. So he's very interested in making things right. He's been putting it off. Yeah, so here's the moon, and the eyes of the moon are closed. Somebody is injured, and but uh, they don't know why. How would I say that? They don't know where really it's coming from. It requires that because it's in the subconscious. So they have to go back to find it. They have to kind of follow that thread back to find out where all these trust issues and suspicions, why are they like that? It's like, why do I do the things I do? And there he is in uh, the hangman energy. Okay, he wants to make this better. He wants to make this better. So what he knows is that he's experienced a lot of loss. And he knows he does these things. But he also knows other things about himself, you know. And he has a tendency to feel sorry for himself and be very negative about things, feeling unloved. So he has to go back to the root because there's one thing that set him up for all the rest. And so he has to follow that thread back and find it. Um, More than likely, it's tied into uh, a lack of like feeling unloved, and this could go back to family. I'm feeling it's just that I've got this feeling that it goes quite deep. Yeah, there's Lucifer. So this goes back quite far, and I feel like it goes back to family. Okay, so he should not reflect just on his romantic relationships to find the root. He has to go back to his relationships in general, okay, with parents, brother, sister, whatever. He has to uh, he has to go back far to find out where it all began, so he can find a way to deal with this, to understand it. Okay, understand it so that he can carry it better. Um, Geez, yeah. So it runs quite deep in him. There's a resentment in him as well. I'm picking up. Okay, so I'm moving past that. he um, Knight of Wisdom in reverse. His plan failed. Um, hmm. He's like oh, this always happens to me. The question is, why is it always happening? That's what he needs to ask himself. Why? And start reflecting on that question. Yeah, look, see, there's a deeper issue why this is happening. Um, uh, so the Lovers is in the reverse. Um, and he regrets it. So, okay, so he caused this, and now he regrets his actions. Well, that's what we got right at the beginning. But there's something buried deep in the trunk for him to find. He has to reflect on this. He will find it. He will find it if he does, this king. So it's it's how he's going to fix things, because he can go back. This is the options, right? He can go back and make this better with an apology, right? And maybe he's done this before, but he hasn't fixed the real problem. The real problem is deep within the subconscious. That's where he's got to go. So, um, okay, so you're about to learn something. Here he is thinking about making something right. He's got a guilty conscience. So justice is here. Justice is here. It is about truth, apologies, explanations, and that includes one's own truth. Okay, especially here. Learning what you need to know to make this work. It can also indicate that you are about to learn something from this person, if this person is them. Otherwise, it's reversed. So somebody is going to definitely come. This person is definitely coming to seek the other person's attention. It's right here to talk about the root issue. But the only thing I want to add to that is that they need to do this self-reflection first, in order for this to work. And more than likely will have to continue. It's like going to be like a process. So this will need continued work, because it's so deeply ingrained. It goes back far, and it could have been somebody, like a parent. It's somebody close that initially made them feel that way. It's somebody very close. All right. So they really want to have this relationship with you, to be in a relationship with you. Um, um, oh goodness, yeah. So this is the same energy. It's like, why does this keep happening to me? Okay. So if lessons are learned, and if they do the work, put the effort with the boot, they can bring this back from the brink of death, where it's lying right now. That's where it is right now, on the brink of death. But you can bring it back to life. Okay, you or they, whoever this is. So the mice say that it's time to take care of this now. All right. So there's the communication, and we saw the communication here as well. So you, you, if you haven't heard from this person, you will be hearing from them. Um, so you guys can still save this relationship, or this person can still save themselves and save this relationship. But effort will be needed. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.